Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Ford C-Max, Ford Fusion, Lincoln MKZ guys with a hybrid engine or hybrid energy. You need to remove or replace spark plugs. Stay with us, we'll cover that today step by step. We'll explain what needs to be done to get to the spark plugs, where they're located, how to remove them, how to install them, and torque specs as well. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 2 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Another thing, if you want to save quite a bit of money on car parts, tools, anything for your car guys, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So let's go ahead and start on it now. So let's go ahead, open the hood here, and that's what we have guys. Now first we need to go ahead and remove the upper engine cover. Stay with us, we'll go ahead, do that, and then we'll continue with the next step. So first we need to go ahead, okay, and now we're going to get that hose clamp loose. Okay, you can see this one, you can use a flathead screwdriver or you can use guys, okay, a 7mm. So we need to pre-loosen that one. This is the one for the intake that goes to the throttle body. Let's go ahead, do that. This one will be step number 1. So we gently get it loose, more because it needs to jump a lip so it can come out. Okay, you can see it's working like that. Perfect. Now if you grab it, okay, it comes out. Now right here we might be able to remove it from here too, because that's a very hard pipe that we can break. So let's go ahead, okay, we're going to disconnect it from here too. Okay, that one, okay, you disconnect it like that, you go to the side, you pull it out. Here you have another one that we need to remove. A little bit of a complicated design, everything is compact here, packed really good guys, so you have to be super careful. Take your time, because that's a hard pipe, there is a seal there, and if you pry on it too much you will break it. Okay, so let's go ahead, okay, and pull it out now. Perfect. Let's inspect the throttle body, in what condition it is. Okay, on the inside it's dirty guys, it's dirty. We'll have a special video that explains how to clean throttle body on our main YouTube channel, how to repair guys. Check it out, it's very important. If you develop symptoms of bad throttle body, or you want to know the symptoms of bad throttle body, we'll have the video on the channel as well. So perfect, that one's ready. Now let's see. Okay, right here that connector needs to come up. Okay, that red thing needs to come up. You press here. Now unfortunately we have to remove, okay, there is electrical tape, okay, right here. Let's see if it's going to come out. Okay, okay, he did without cutting it. Perfect. So this one came out. Now that vacuum line, we need to pry that zip tie connector up. Okay, perfect, it came loose. Now that intake hose, that's for the air filter. Okay, let's see if this thing will come out. Okay, you can see kind of like here's a tooth right there. I need to just stretch it. No, it needs to come from like right here. Okay, perfect, came loose on that side. Now one more side. Okay, right here, let's try to pull at the same time while I'm doing that. 1 second, not yet. Okay, this one will come out. Okay, let's see if it's enough. If it's not, what we can do here, there is 2 bolts that you need to remove, and it will remove that pressure guys. So you'll be able to just simply get it out right here. Okay, that bolt started spinning quite a bit. Looks like a long bolt. Okay, longer than I thought. One right here that we need to remove. Okay, this will not work that way. We'll need to get a ratchet probably, or without extension. Perfect, great. Now we're going to go ahead. Okay, here it has a rubber seal, one here we need to lift up, and one right there that I broke loose. Now if we grab it, okay, let's see, on the back side we might have another seal, and gently start pulling that thing out. Okay, let me see where we are hitting now. Okay, perfect. And you can see that whole cover, okay, came out, you can see just like that. So, spark plugs are right here under the ignition coil, cylinder number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Starting from the very left side of the engine facing it, you have cylinder number 1, 2, 3 and 4, guys. In order to replace spark plug, what do you need to do? It's pretty simple, guys. Okay, right here now, you need to disconnect the ignition coil. Push that connector in to release the pressure, press down here, don't grab for the wires, grab for connector itself and disconnect it. Right here we have an 8mm socket, 8mm bolt that we need to remove, so we can remove that ignition coil out. That bolt on top, I believe it was 8 Newton meters for the torque specs. When you get it tight later, always double check. Perfect, came out. Now we'll go ahead, grab it, pull it out, inspect for oil. If you have oil in the cylinder wall right here, guys, on the spark plug or on the ignition coil, that means that the valve cover gasket is failing on the inside. Now let's go ahead, okay, and explain how we're going to get to the spark plugs, guys. It's pretty deep, so we need to use an extension spark plug socket, so that way we can remove it. It's way deep down there. So 5/8 socket, let's see if it's going to fit now. Or we need to get one extension that's a bit shorter, because you can see on the Fusion and the Lincoln MKZ you will not have that thing to be in the way, but unfortunately on the C-Max, okay, you have a little bit more obstacles. So currently the car has 82,000 miles. I believe those are original spark plugs. We'll remove them, inspect them. If you need to buy new ones, I'll put the link in the description of the video below. Most of them comes with a preset gap, or when you order them it will tell you exactly what the gap is supposed to be on the website, because different brands may use different gap, but I'll recommend to use Motorcraft, guys, and I'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get them from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. So when you install the spark plugs, it's important to install them with a dry thread. Don't lubricate them with oil. Okay, the spark plug socket is supposed to catch the spark plug, but ours came loose, so we'll just get the ignition coil, put on top of it. Okay, you can see, and this is, guys, the original Ford Motor Company. Okay, right here, spark plug. I will put the link in the description of the video below where you can get them from, and that's what they look like, guys. Practically they look pretty good. They don't have much wear for 80,000 miles, but that's a plug-in hybrid which was used quite a bit in town, so the plug-in system was used quite a bit. Now when you're ready to install it, you grab the new spark plug, okay, and we'll install it. So we're ready to get the spark plug in, so we'll just, let's see if we can start it. Our spark plug socket, it's old to the point that it doesn't hold the spark plug very good, so you have to be careful not to drop it, because if you drop the spark plug, what will happen, you can decrease the gap and you may have misfires, cars not running right, so okay, all that can be affected. So let's go ahead, get it tight. Okay, now let's just go ahead and do that. 12 Newton meters is what we're using. Now in my opinion, guys, double check with your service manual, because we are using, okay, it's hard to find torque specs for that specific animal here, the hybrid, but the non-hybrid Ford Escape engine, the 2.0, uses 12 Newton meters, and that's what we've been using for ours. But do not quote us, always check for yours specifically, guys, to make sure that you get it right, because otherwise, okay, you can damage the cylinder head. So when you hear a click, okay, from the torque wrench, that means that you're ready. Listen now. That's it, right there. So all you have to do, install the ignition coil, plug it in, get it tight, put everything together, you're ready to go. Thank you for watching and see you next time.